Students, last point of this chapter is regular singular points at infinity. We know that how to find a regular singular points and singular points. Now here we will see how to find a regular singular points at infinity, or how we recognize a regular singular point at infinity. First, at the beginning of chapter 3, we have defined singular points of linear differential equation of order n on the domain mod x less than infinity. We have discussed the power series solution of second order differential equations with regular singular points. These singular points lie in a finite plane mod x less than infinity. Less than infinity means it lie in a finite plane. Often it is necessary to investigate solution of the differential equation of large values of x. A simple way of doing this is to change the independent variable by its reciprocal x equal to 1 upon t and study the solution of the resulting equation near t equal to 0. Means suppose आपल्याकडे इक्वेशन हे x या व्हेरिएबलमध्ये असेल तर आपण एक्सला कशामध्ये कन्वर्ट करू शकतो तर 1 अपॉन टीमध्ये. तेव्हा आपला टी इक्वल टू 0 असेल तर एक्स इक्वल टू काय होईल इन्फिनिटी. मग एक्स इक्वल टू इन्फिनिटी झाल्यावरती आता आपण सिंग्युलर पॉईंट्स चेक करणार, त्यानंतर रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट्स चेक करणार. तेव्हा आपल्याला कळेल की रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट्स हा इन्फिनिटीला आहे की नाही. नाव इफ द रिझल्टिंग इक्वेशन possess the regular singular point of t equal to 0. If we get a regular singular point at t equal to 0, now here you can see that x equal to 1 upon t. Now here we put t equal to 0 means x equal to infinity. If we get a regular singular point of t equal to 0, that means a regular singular point at x equal to infinity. Okay, now we say that the original equation has a regular singular point at infinity. If we get regular singular point at t equal to 0, we say that the original equation has a regular singular point at infinity. Okay, the results on analytic solutions and equations with regular singular point at t equal to 0 can be applied to the transformed equations. Analysis of equation at t equal to 0 gives the analysis of given equation for infinite x. Now let us consider the second order differential equation L of y equal to y double dash plus a1 of x y dash plus a2 of x into y equal to 0 for large values of mod x. Now suppose phi is a solution of L of y equal to 0. Suppose phi is a solution of L of y equal to 0 for mod x greater than r0, for some r0 greater than 0. Now define t equal to 1 upon x. T equal to 1 upon x means x equal to 1 upon t. Okay. Let phi bar of t equal to phi of 1 upon t. A1 tilde of t. This is not bar, tilde. Tilde means there is some change in that function. A1 tilde of t equal to A1 of 1 upon t and A2 tilde of t equal to A2 1 upon t. This function will exist for mod t less than 1 upon x naught, because x equal to 1 upon t or t equal to 1 upon x, then mod t less than 1 upon x naught. Now here we have phi of t. Now take phi tilde of t. Now take derivative of phi tilde of t. First derivative of phi tilde of t is nothing but t. Here phi tilde of t is a function of x, also function of t. So first d phi of x upon d of x into dx upon dt. Okay, now derivative of phi of x with respect to x is phi dash of x and dx upon dt. Here x equal to 1 upon t. From this we get x equal to 1 upon t. Means with respect to t, this function has derivative minus 1 upon t square. So phi dash of x equal to, now minus 1 upon t square when take place this side, we get minus t square into d phi tilde upon dt. So phi dash of x we get this. Now second derivative of phi tilde of t with respect to t, we get minus 1 upon t square from this into d upon dx phi dash of x. Then this phi dash of x is the function in x, so then take derivative dx upon dt. Now phi dash of x as it is, and take derivative of minus 1 upon t square, and minus 1 upon t square derivative with respect to t is nothing but the 2 upon t cube, and this will become 1 upon t raised to 4 phi double dash of x plus 2 upon t square phi dash of x. So therefore now here note that phi dash of x equal to minus t square d phi upon dt, and then second derivative it will phi double dash of x equal to t raised to 4 d square phi tilde of t upon dt square minus 2t phi dash of x equal to t raised to 4 d square phi tilde upon dt square minus 2t minus t square t phi tilde upon dt. Phi dash of x, value of phi dash of x is nothing but d minus t square d phi tilde upon dt. And now put all the values of phi dash, phi double dash of x in L of phi equal to 0. After that we get L of phi equal to L tilde of phi tilde equal to this t raised to 4 phi tilde double dash of t plus 2t cube phi tilde dash of t plus a1 tilde of t minus t square phi dash tilde of t plus a2 tilde of t into phi tilde of t. After simplifying this, we get t raised to 4 phi double dash tilde of t plus 2t cube minus a1 tilde of t square into phi dash tilde of t plus a2 tilde of t phi tilde of t. So L of phi equal to 0 gives L tilde of phi tilde equal to 0. Thus phi tilde satisfies L tilde of y equal to t raised to 4 y double dash plus 2t cube minus a1 tilde of t square y dash plus a2 tilde of t into y equal to 0. Give as equation number 1 or 3.4.1. Where the prime denotes differentiation with respect to t. This prime means y double dash y dash is nothing but the differentiation with respect to t. Conversely, if phi tilde satisfies L tilde of phi equal to 0, the function phi will satisfy L of phi equal to 0. The equation 1 is called the induced equation associated with L of phi equal to 0 and the substitution x equal to 1 upon t. आता थोडक्यात आपण इथं काय घेतलंय, आपल्याला L of y हे इक्वेशन होतं. कोणतं इक्वेशन होतं? y डबल डॅश प्लस a1 ऑफ x y डॅश प्लस a2 ऑफ x y इक्वल टू 0. त्या इक्वेशनमध्ये आपण x इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन टी पुट केलं. त्यानुसार आपण सिम्प्लिफाय केल्यानंतर L ऑफ y मध्ये त्या व्हॅल्यूज पुट केल्या, त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला कोणतं इक्वेशन भेटलं? L टिल्ड ऑफ y इक्वल टू दिस 3.4.1 हे इक्वेशन भेटलं. आता आपण चेक करणार t इक्वल टू 0 हा रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट आहे की नाही ते चेक करणार. सपोज तो आलाच, t इक्वल टू 0 रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट म्हणजेच x इक्वल टू काय झालं तुमचं इन्फिनिटी, x इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन t आहे. t इक्वल टू 0 पुट केल्यावरती x इक्वल टू इन्फिनिटी भेटणार आणि t इक्वल टू 0 तुमचा रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट आला म्हणजेच x इक्वल टू इन्फिनिटी पण काय आला तुमचा रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट आणि त्याच्यावरूनच आपण काय म्हणणार रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट ॲट इन्फिनिटी. Now from this we make a definition. we say that infinity is a regular singular point for L of y equal to y double dash of x plus a1 of x y dash of x plus a2 of x y of x equal to 0. If t equal to 0 is a regular singular point of L tilde of y equal to t raised to 4 y double dash of t plus 2t cube minus t square a1 tilde of t y dash of t plus a2 tilde of t y of t equal to 0. L tilde of y is equivalent to the equation. Now here you can see that t raised to 4 divide on both sides, we get y double dash of t plus 2t minus a1 tilde of t upon t square y dash of t plus a2 tilde of t upon t raised to 4 y of t equal to 0. Now from this term you can take t square common, and when t raised to 4 divide this term, we get 2t minus a1 tilde of t upon t square. Now on comparing these equations with the equation of definition 3.1.3 of p, we see that आता आपण रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट कसे चेक करायचे हे मी तुम्हाला लास्ट व्हिडिओजमध्ये सांगितलं होतं. आपण काय करतो, वाय डॅश ऑफ टीचा कोइफिशियंट जो असतो तो पी ऑफ टी घेतो आणि वाय ऑफ टीचा कोइफिशियंट असतो तो क्यू ऑफ टी घेतो. आता मला चेक करायचं आहे टी इक्वल टू 0 याचा रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट आहे की नाही. तेव्हा मी काय घेणार, लिमिट टी टेंड्स टू 0 टी मायनस 0 इंटू पी ऑफ टी याचं लिमिट एक्झिस्ट होतं की नाही ते बघणार. त्यानंतर मी चेक करणार लिमिट टी टेंड्स टू 0 टी मायनस 0 ब्रॅकेट रेज टू स्क्वेअर क्यू ऑफ टी याचं लिमिट एक्झिस्ट होतं की नाही ते चेक करणार. आता त्यांनी इथं काय घेतलं आहे, इफ a1 tilde of t इक्वल टू t into summation alpha k t raised to k running from 0 to infinity, and a2 tilde of t equal to t square summation beta k t raised to k running from 0 to infinity. Now if we put the value of a1 tilde of t, a2 tilde of t in p of t and q of t, we get value from this we take t common, t into 2 minus summation alpha k t raised to k running from 0 to infinity upon t square. t get cancel आणि p of t च्या अपॉनला काय राहील, फक्त t ही व्हॅल्यू राहील. आणि आपण चेक काय करणार आहे, लिमिट t टेंड्स टू 0 t इंटू पी ऑफ टी, आणि पी ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरला फक्त एकच टी आहे म्हणजे टी गेट कॅन्सल म्हणजे फायनाईट व्हॅल्यू एक्झिस्ट होईल. त्याचनुसार a2 tilde ऑफ टीची व्हॅल्यू आपण क्यू ऑफ टीमध्ये पुट केली, हे काय झालं टी स्क्वेअर गेट कॅन्सल, क्यू ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरला काय राहील टी स्क्वेअर राहील. आणि आपण सेकंड लिमिट काय चेक करतो, लिमिट टी टेंड्स टू 0 टी मायनस 0 ब्रॅकेट स्क्वेअर क्यू ऑफ टी, म्हणजेच टी स्क्वेअर गेट कॅन्सल होईल, क्यू ऑफ टीच्या तिथं फक्त ही समेशन राहील. त्याच्यावरून आपण सांगू शकतो की फायनाईट लिमिट एक्झिस्ट होतं. आता हे समराईज केल्यावरती काय होतं बघा, वेअर दिस सिरीज कॉन्वर्ज फॉर मॉड टी लेस दॅन 1 अपॉन आर नॉट ग्रेटर दॅन 0, are not greater than 0, then the denominator of p of t will not contain factor t to a power higher than 1, and the denominator of q of t will not contain a factor t to a power higher than 2. म्हणजेच आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, p of t चा डिनॉमिनेटरची डिग्री 1 पेक्षा जास्त असायला नाही पाहिजे आणि क्यू ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरची डिग्री 2 पेक्षा जास्त नाही पाहिजे, तरच आपण म्हणू शकतो टी इक्वल टू 0 हा तुमचा रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट झाला. बाय डेफिनेशन टी इक्वल टू 0 इज अ रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट ऑफ एल ऑफ वाय इक्वल टू 0, and therefore infinity is a regular singular point of L of y equal to 0. Because here we get t equal to 0 is a regular singular point and x equal to 1 upon t, that means x equal to infinity is also a regular singular point of L of y equal to 0. Now see the example, check whether infinity is a regular singular point of x square y double dash plus ax y dash plus by equal to 0, where a b are constant. Now for this, to check infinity is a regular singular point of given equation, first put x equal to 1 upon t. Now then take a derivative y dash y double dash, y is a function of x, so y of x equal to what, y of x equal to what we get, y of x equal to 1 upon t or some function, some terms into that 1 upon t. Now y dash of x equal to dy upon dt into dt upon dx, so minus t square y of t, where dot represent differentiation with respect to t. Y dot of t means first derivative of function y with respect to t. Now y double dash of x means derivative of y of x with respect to x or y dash of x. Here by mistake they take only y of x, that means y dash of x. Now d upon dt y dash of x into dt upon dx equal to this function we get minus t square y double dot of t minus 2t y dot of t into minus t square. After that we get t raised to 4 y double dot of t plus 2t cube y dot of t. So x square y double dash of x plus x y dash plus by equal to, now here we put value of y dash y double dash of x. After simplifying this we get 1 upon t square t raised to 4 y double dot of t plus 2t cube y dot of t plus a into 1 upon t into minus t square y dot of t plus by. So we get x square y double dash of x plus x y dash plus by equal to t square y double dot of t plus 2 minus a t into y dot of t plus by. So L of y of x equal to 0. Implies now from this we divide t square on both sides, we get y double dot of t plus 2 minus a upon t y of t plus b upon t square y of t equal to 0. This is equation is of form y double dash plus py dash plus qy equal to 0. Since denominator of p contains a factor t raised to r and r is not greater than 1 by the definition, and denominator of q contains a factor t raised to r, means, and now here you can see that here t square, so r is not greater than 2. So by definition t equal to 0 is a regular singular point, because here you can see that the coefficient of y of t is nothing but the p of t, and denominator of p of t contains only 1 t. Also the coefficient of y of t is nothing but the q of t, and denominator of q of t is t square. So t equal to 0 is a regular singular point. Thus infinity is a regular singular point of the given differential equation. Now second example, show that infinity is not a regular singular point for the equation y double dash plus ay dash plus by equal to 0, where a, b are constants, not both 0. Now y dash of x, here we calculate y dash of x, y double dash of x. Here you can see that y dash of x equal to minus t square y dot of t, y double dash of x equal to t raised to 4 y double dot of t plus 2t cube y dot of t. Now here we directly write y dash of x equal to minus t square y dot of t, y double dash of x equal to t raised to 4 y double dot of t plus 2t cube y dot of t. Now put the value of y dash, y double dash in the given equation, we get t raised to 4 y double dot of t plus 2t cube y dot of t minus at square y dot of t plus by of t equal to 0. Therefore now t raised to 4 divide on both sides, we get y double dot of t plus 2t minus a upon t square. Here they write together, after that we get 2t minus a upon t square y dot of t plus b upon t raised to 4 y dot of t equal to 0. So p of t is nothing but the coefficient of y dot of t, and q of t is nothing but the coefficient of y of t. P of t equal to 2t minus a upon t square and q of t equal to b upon t raised to 4. Now आता t इक्वल टू 0 हा रेग्युलर सिंग्युलर पॉईंट होण्यासाठी p ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरला जी टर्म असते टीची त्याची डिग्री 1 पेक्षा जास्त नसायला पाहिजे, आणि q ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरला टीची जी व्हॅल्यू असते टीची जी डिग्री असते ती डिग्री 2 पेक्षा जास्त असायला नाही पाहिजे. पण इथे तुम्ही बघू शकता p ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरला टीची डिग्री किती आहे 2 आहे, आणि q ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरला टीची डिग्री 4 आहे. म्हणजे p ऑफ टीची डिनॉमिनेटरची डिग्री 1 पेक्षा जास्त झाली आहे आणि क्यू ऑफ टीच्या डिनॉमिनेटरच्या टीची डिग्री 2 पेक्षा जास्त झाली आहे. सो बाय डेफिनेशन यू कॅन से दॅट t equal to 0 is not a regular singular point, and that's why x equal to infinity is also not a regular singular point. So here they give explanation of that. If a equal to b equal to 0, then p of t equal to 2 upon t and q of t equal to 0. Since denominator of p of t contains a factor t raised to r is not greater than 1, and denominator of q of t contains a factor t raised to r where r equal to 0 is not greater than 2. So t equal to 0 is a regular singular point and infinity is a regular singular point of the equation. But when it is a regular singular point, if a equal to 0 and b equal to 0. But if a and b are non-zero, then what will happen? Since either a or b is non-zero, then p of t equal to 2t minus a upon t square contains the denominator t raised to r with r equal to 2 and 2 is greater than 1, or q of t equal to b upon t raised to 4 contains the denominator t raised to r with r equal to 4 and 4 is greater than 2. Therefore t equal to 0 is an irregular singular point of the transformed equation. Irregular singular point means it is not a regular singular point, and infinity is an irregular singular point of the given equation, because here we get t equal to 0 is a irregular singular point. That's why we get x equal to infinity is also irregular singular point of the given equation. Now here we stop.